Amanda with StraightSmile Solutions, StraightSmileSolutions.com, and today we're going to talk about the Halterman Appliance, which another word for it is called a molar uprighting cantilever. I wouldn't call it a molar uprighting spring because that's something a little different. I've actually been making these. I mean, I made them in residency. I would jimmy rig them with a 18 or 1925 beta titanium wire on a double slot or a tandem slot molar tube on a band. So I always made my own. I didn't realize you could have them custom made until today. This is like 20 years after I graduated. So there is actually a name for this appliance that I used to make myself called the Halterman Appliance. And I kind of drew it here the best I could. I didn't want to klepto one of these labs photos off their website because I didn't have permission to use it. So I kind of drew my version of it here. So you can kind of see it. But basically what you're looking at here, this would be like a first molar, and this would be a second molar, right? So your first molar has a band, okay? So what you would do to do this is, if you're gonna set off for it, you go ahead and take a scan or an impression, and then they will fit a band on your first molar, and then they will solder kind of an elastomeric, I don't know if they're using beta tie or what they're using, something that they can bend, okay? And it has a little hook, and it comes out the back. This is your second molar, which is impacted and tipped, but has some crown exposed. That's what you're looking for. And that what you're gonna do is you're gonna compress it, move the spring closer to the tooth. You know, you actually have to push it in with your finger or with some type of something to hold it, you know, like a, I don't know, ligature director or something like that, but your finger should work. And then you're gonna put a button on the second molar on the occlusal surface. And then this is just a couple units of power chain. So it's active, you know, it's actually pulling right now, and this is actually pulling. And then, so the force is like an arrow going backwards. Now, if this tooth is getting caught under the band, that's not gonna work quite as well, but this does have a distalizing force, so it should uncatch it, or you can always put a spacer in here. So check out some of my other videos on the spacer technique to upright molars. You can just Google within my YouTube channel, which is the StraightSmile Solutions YouTube channel, and the little magnifying glass towards the top right, put in second molar or molar uprighting, and the other videos on using spacers and other things will come up. But yes, now you know what the Halterman Appliance is. You can Google it and find labs that offer it. Not all do. Not sure how much it is. It's got to be less than 100. This is really easy to make. If I can make it myself in office, then I don't see why they'd be charging too much for this. If you have bands in your office, and you still use traditional impressions like alginate, you could always do a pickup impression too. That might save you a little money, but I think nowadays that everything can be done digitally, no need. You may have to throw a spacer in before you deliver it, a few days before, or this may not seat. So just a few tricks and tips. Obviously this is gonna wear out, so you're gonna need to see the patient back every few weeks, every 2 to 3 weeks to reactivate this chain, put a smaller and smaller unit on it. And in time, this will upright to the point where you can put a bracket on it is the ultimate goal, and then you're kind of your money. Now remember, second molars aren't gonna upright if there's a third molar impacted for the most part. So the first thing I always do in these cases is get that third molar out, let it heal. I don't wanna be uprighting into an empty void because that's gonna be unpredictable. So we wanted to at least granulize and look a little bit better. So that's my other trick and tip for uprighting second molars to you. The sooner you get started, the easier it is. All right, thanks so much.